Good morning, card media. It's RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item from 2004. Upper Deck Play Ball. This was a separate product by Upper Deck that year, available its own packs and boxes and whatnot. Several parallel versions and relics and serial numbered and whatnot. Autographed versions and so forth. Ugly thing, I think. The artwork's not that great. The layout's kind of cumbersome, but it is a card. I did try to find some of the colored parallels or whatever, but there's not a lot of them up on the bay, so I don't know where I would find them. This is the only one I have. This is the base card, so anyway, that is your random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Today's random baseball item. I love looking at all my old cards, and I love getting all kinds of random sets, certainly a lot of things from my Phillies. When you get cards from your team, your local team, and you get a lot of stuff from your local team, chances are you're going to get cards of players you never heard of. So here's a guy. This is from 1984 Phillies team set, the one that they issued separate from any card company. Tony Gelfi. Now, Tony Gelfi, there's no stats on the back, but it's kind of funny. It's got a facsimile signature, and it says, "Don't be a loser, keep away from drugs." This is in the middle of the Nancy Reagan Just Say No to Drugs campaign. Anyway, Tony Gelfi played a total of 3 games in his big league career in 1983 for the Phillies. Probably a September call-up. I didn't look up his time period, but he was drafted in the first round in 1980, number 14 overall by the Phillies as a pitcher. Had a decent year, went 1-1 with a 3.14 ERA that year in 1983, but never played again. He actually was, in 84 he started at AAA, but steadily went downhill, AA, single A, and then we shipped him off to Cleveland, and eventually he ended up in the Padres system and never played in the majors again. But here he is. He at least made it into this set, the 1984 Phillies release. So I have a Tony Gelfi card. Very few people probably ever heard of Tony Gelfi, and I'm sure you guys all have somebody like that in your own team. So today's trivia question. Interesting question for you today. All right, there's a lot of caveats to this question. So which Major League player, which future Hall of Famer, well, which member of the Hall of Fame hit the fewest career home runs? Now, specifically, excluding anybody not inducted as a player, excluding anybody inducted as a pitcher or manager, excluding anybody whose primary playing career happened prior to 1900. So a modern era player, 1900 to today, who is in the Hall of Fame, a position player, who had the fewest career home runs, but is in the Hall of Fame. Name for me that player. What you're playing for are 2 cards. This is from 1992, the Upper Deck Ted Williams, the header card from the Baseball Heroes set of Ted Williams that year, and the awesome hologram that came along with that year. Try to get the, there you go, I guess that's as good as it's going to get color-wise. The hologram that goes with it. That was numbered HH2. There was a Hank Aaron holograph that was HH1. And this is the header card of the Baseball Hero. So those are the 2 things you're playing for. So send me an email. My email will be in the description below, along with a repeat of that question you'll have today and tomorrow to answer. We'll pick a winner on Sunday, and you can win those great Williams cards. Good luck to you on that. Today, small set I'm showing off. Another box set I picked up. Topps in 1990 released what they call TV sets, which I'm pretty sure simply meant that they were only available on some TV advertisement or something, okay? And I have several of those. I think there's like 6. It comes in an all-star version, which is just random stars of the game. 66 cards in each box. There is cards of the more popular teams. Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, Cardinals, Mets. And I have most of them. I don't have the Cardinals and Cubs. Those are the 2 I'm missing. But these sets go for like $100 sometimes. It's crazy. And I cannot find a box set of the Cardinals or Cubs at all. That's why I don't have it. I can't find one in a full set condition. But I just picked up the Mets set. So here's who is on the Mets. This is another set which is pretty much kind of just doing the full roster of players and coaches who ever appeared in a single game on the team that year. So Davey Johnson, Mike Cubbage was a coach, Doc Edwards coach, Buddy Harrelson, Greg Pavlik was a coach that year, and then Mel Stottlemyre. And here come the players in various capacities. Blade Batty, David Cohn, a lot of people you know, but a lot of people you never heard of again. Ron Darling, Sid Fernandez, John Franco. This is the top tier level players here. Doc Gooden, Jeff Innes. So then you get some crazy ones. Julio Machado, Jeff Musselman. I know Jeff Musselman because he was born. He played ball in high school, in my high school from years ago. Bob Ojeda, Alejandro Pena, Frank Viola, Wally Whitehurst, Barry Lyons, Orlando Mercado, Mackie Sasser, I remember very well. Kevin Elster, Craig Jeffries, that was a Philly eventually. Howard Johnson, still in the middle of his 30-30 campaigns. All kinds of great stuff. Dave Magadan, Mike Marshall, Tom O'Malley, Tim Tuffle, Mark Carrion, Kevin McReynolds, Keith Miller. Here's your Darryl Strawberry. Lou Thornton. Again, you get to these players you never heard of in your life before. Sean Barton, Tim Bogar, Terry Brose, Kevin Brown, Mike, I love this name, Mike DeButch. Mike DeButch, whatever. Alex Diaz, Chris Donalds, Jeff Gardner, Denny Gonzalez, Kenny Graves. Again, people you never heard of in your life before. Manny Hernandez, Keith Hughes, I remember. Todd Hundley, well known. Chris Jellick, Dave Lindell, Terry McDaniel, Cesar Mejia, Cesar Mejia, Scott Nielsen, Dale Plummer, Darren Reed, Gil Roca, Amy Roseborough, Roger Samuels, Zoilo Sanchez. Whatever happened to Zoilo Sanchez? Pete Shirk, I remember. Greg Shipley, sure. Ray Soff. Steve Swisher, that might be Nick Swisher's dad. Don't know. Kevin Torvey. Dave Troutweed. Julio Valera, and Alan Zintner. So this was your Mets TV set. And again, there were 3 or 4 other, well, about 4 or 5 other teams plus the All-Star thing. And it's almost impossible to find the Cardinals and Cubs box sets. I might have to just buy singles and put them in a case or something like that because I can't find the box sets anywhere. I'll keep an eye out and I'll let you know if I get them. But they're the last 2 I need for all box sets ever from the 1990s. So that's all I have for you today. Appreciate you stopping by. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community, all right? I got one more coming up on Friday. Stop by for that. More great trivia and prizes and a nice, cool Negro League set I want to show off for you, all right? Appreciate you all watching. See you again on Friday. Take care.